Scientists have just discovered something completely crazy. A gigantic gravitational anomaly has formed off the coast of Africa, and within a very short time. What normally takes millions of years happened here in what was essentially fast motion.
We're going to take a look at what's happening deep beneath our feet inside the Earth and what consequences this gravitational anomaly will have for us. So make sure to stick around until the end. A warm welcome to you all.
I don't know about you, but I didn't have a gravitational anomaly in Africa on my bingo card for 2025.
By the way, if you never want to miss out on crazy discoveries like this again, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now. Subscribing doesn't cost anything at all. You'll never miss another video and you'll be helping me out a lot. And if you've already subscribed, giving this video a thumbs up really helps a lot. Maybe we can hit 5,000 likes. Thank you so much, everyone. And now, just imagine that something gigantic is moving right beneath your feet, deep below the Earth's surface in the mantle. And no, I'm not talking about a Balrog.
You shall not pass!
The crazy thing is that we've only just noticed it. Researchers led by Charlotte Gant from the University of Paris have discovered an anomaly in the Earth's gravitational field that has developed at breakneck speed. The scientists analyzed data from the GRACE satellites. These are two satellites that orbited the Earth in formation between 2002 and 2017, measuring tiny changes in the gravitational field. It's really amazing technology. The two GRACE satellites flew behind each other, always at a distance of a few hundred kilometers. They continuously sent microwave signals back and forth, enabling them to determine their distance from each other with micrometer precision, and that over hundreds of kilometers. When gravity changes because mass shifts somewhere, the front satellite moves slightly differently than the rear one. Researchers can then use these tiny changes in distance to draw conclusions about mass shifts in the Earth.
It's amazing what you can do if you paid attention in math class, unlike me.
Using the technology of the GRACE satellites, scientists have now discovered the anomaly off the African coast. In January 2007, a gigantic signal suddenly appeared in the eastern Atlantic. This gravitational anomaly stretched over 7,000 kilometers in a north-south direction.
To give you an idea of how far that is, in terms of distance, that's roughly the stretch from Berlin to Tibet. And this anomaly developed within just 2 years, between 2006 and 2008, a blink of an eye in geological terms. How can such a gigantic anomaly form in such a short time? Did someone accidentally press the wrong button on a particle accelerator? Miura Mander, one of the researchers involved from the French space agency CNS, described her initial reaction as follows.
As is often the case in scientific research, my initial reaction was one of skepticism. Is the signal real? How can it be validated? And how should it be interpreted? No wonder the researchers were skeptical, because what was really special about the discovery was that the signal coincided with a geomagnetic jerk, a sudden change in the Earth's magnetic field, which was also observed in the same region in 2007. Scientists do not believe this is a coincidence. At first, they considered whether the anomaly could be caused by water shifts on the surface. After all, ocean currents and the water cycle constantly cause changes in the gravitational field, but none of the hydrological models that the scientists calculated fit. The characteristic size of the anomaly was about 7,000 kilometers, while water signals are normally only 2,000 to 4,000 kilometers in size. The position across the boundary between the continent and the ocean could not be explained by water shifts either. After careful analysis, the researchers came to a fascinating conclusion.
The source must lie deep within the Earth's interior, more precisely in the so-called D double prime layer.
The lowest part of the Earth's mantle, directly above the Earth's core at a depth of about 3,000 kilometers. Just imagine down there, where gigantic temperatures and pressures prevail, something has changed massively within a very short time. So maybe it is the Balrog after all.
The scientists have developed an exciting hypothesis. They suspect that it is a phase transition of a mineral called bridgmanite.
Bridgmanite is the most common mineral in the lower mantle and can exist in two forms under the extreme conditions there, as perovskite and as post-perovskite. The transition between these two forms is highly temperature dependent and is accompanied by a density change of about 100 kilograms per cubic meter.
So what exactly could have happened here? The researchers imagine that in the area of the African deep mantle current, thermal anomalies, that is, regions with slightly different temperatures, rose upwards.
When these areas reached a certain depth, the pressure changed in such a way that the minerals suddenly recrystallized from perovskite to post-perovskite. What does that mean? Under slightly altered pressure and temperature conditions, the crystal lattice can suddenly flip over, the same substance but more densely packed, and this phase transition then produced the massive mass shift that the GRACE satellites recorded. The fascinating thing is that such a phase transition could take place astonishingly quickly. Experiments show that micrometer-sized grains can recrystallize in less than a tenth of a second. Even larger areas in the range of meters could undergo the transformation within a day. The researchers calculate that two regions measuring approximately 1,000 kilometers, which are only 1 degree colder than their surroundings, could cause a 180-meter drop in the perovskite post-perovskite boundary. And that would fit perfectly with the observed gravity signal. Miura Mandera emphasizes, the Earth is a complex system that needs to be studied using different data sets and complementary analysis methods. This synergy gives us the opportunity to uncover hidden processes deep inside the Earth and understand them better.
This discovery is super exciting for several reasons. First, it shows that processes can occur deep within the Earth's mantle that are much faster than previously thought. Second, there could be a connection to the geomagnetic jerk observed at the same time.
This would mean that processes in the deep mantle can influence the Earth's magnetic field. Thirdly, such phase transitions could also alter the topography of the core-mantle boundary, i.e., deform the interface between the solid mantle and the liquid outer core. And fourthly, how cool is it that we can use satellites in space to measure gigantic upheavals inside our planet?
So say what you will about humanity, but we have managed to accomplish some pretty impressive things. Sure, there have been some bad things, but also some good ones. Researchers estimated that the observed anomaly is accompanied by a deformation of the core-mantle boundary of about 12 centimeters.
It may not sound like much, but at this gigantic interface, 2,900 kilometers below the surface, even such small changes can have a major impact, possibly even on the currents in the liquid core. Deep beneath our feet, things are bubbling and moving, minerals are transforming, gigantic masses are shifting, and we only know about it because we have clever satellites in orbit that can measure these tiny changes in gravity. It's crazy.
I'll keep you updated on any further discoveries inside the Earth. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel now, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up so we can hit 5,000 likes. And speaking of fascinating phenomena on our planet,
have you ever heard of the mysterious Tunguska event? A gigantic area in Siberia was razed to the ground by an explosion. The Earth shook as far away as Moscow, but there is no crater, and to this day, wild legends surround the event. What really happened back then? We'll take a look at it in the video below. Just click on the top right, it's very exciting, and at the bottom left, you might find the perfect Christmas gift in the Astro shop. Otherwise, I'd say see you in the next video. Take care, folks.